Hey everybody, we're at Lake Dardanelle State Park in Arkansas. It's a beautiful park, very well maintained and manicured. It's a little unusual though because there's actually two parts to it. There's the southern part across Lake Dardanelle, and then there's the northern part in the Russellville area, and that's where we're going, and I think that's the preferred area. Hey, let's go check it out. It's a beautiful cloudless day, and we're out in our camper van that we've named Sunshine. How about that? Anyway, I think we're going to have a great time and appreciate you coming along with us. So we're all set up and hooked up, and I want to give you this first look. We're right here on the water, but the lake area that we're in is near a marina, and so it's kind of part of the view. And if you don't like that, well, oh well, don't have much choice. But it's not bad. There's a nice walking path away down to the water. And this area on the right with all these flowers, it's just alive with butterflies. I don't know what's going on exactly, but it's really beautiful. Let me give you a better look at that. So for supper tonight, we're going to have a Mexican dish, and it begins with ground beef and onions, and we want to get that nice and browned. Get the onions where they're just about tender and cooked through. Oh, did I tell you what we're making is an enchilada casserole type dish, and what you'll need is a bag of tortilla chips and a large bowl. We didn't have a large bowl, so we're using a pot, but a large bowl would do. And you want to crush up about half the bag and then just pour it in. It's not real critical how crunched up they are. It's all going to be softened when it's baked. About like that. Next, get your favorite salsa. Put in about, I don't know what, half a jar. I'm just estimating these. And then some mild enchilada sauce. You want the mild because you're using so much. And that's about half a big can, maybe 14 ounces or so. Next, we get that cooked hamburger meat. Put that in, nothing to it. All right. And of course, you want plenty of cheese. Let's see, I didn't measure that. I think it's about, I don't know, a cup and a half. That sound about right? Does that look about right? Then you stir it all up. You want to make sure it's nice and moist. After you get it all stirred up, you want to put it in your baking dish and notice the moisture level. Everything's nice and coated. There's not really any running liquid, but it's all wet. Just like that. Put it in your baking dish. Oh, also notice that faucet. That's our next project. We're going to change out that kitchen faucet and put in something a little better than that. So be looking for that. Anyway, almost ready to put it in the oven. But there's one more vital ingredient. Guess what it is? Yep, you guessed it. More cheese. What you want to do is put a nice coating of cheese right on top. A nice layer. How much? Well, I don't know. It depends on how big your dish is, I guess. You just want to cover it with some cheese. Spread it out. Then you want to put this in your oven. We have a convection oven at about 300 degrees until it gets nice and brown on top and it's heated through. Of course, everything's cooked. By now, the tortilla chips have become soft and they taste just like enchiladas. I'm telling you, it's good. I suppose we could have made some beans and rice to go with it, but all we're having is this, and no problem at all. Time for that first taste. Oh man, that's good. And we finished out the day with a little fishing. And of course I didn't catch anything. No surprise there. And a little relaxing and reading. Just taking it easy. And good night. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Well, we're planning a hike for today, and so we're taking a look at the park map. Let's see, there's a small trail we can go on. But before we go, we want to get started with what I'm going to cook today. I'm going to cook a roast, and I've set up the grill for long-term low heat cooking. I've got the wood pellets up for that smoke and have the charcoal stacked just right, and this will smoke for 6 to 7 hours and will cook. So we're going to get the meat ready. Simple preparation for this chuck roast. In fact, I'm kind of preparing it like I would a brisket. I'm going to cook it that way. A little olive oil, then season it up, get it on the grill. See that smoking and everything's just right. Put that roast on. And we'll be able to just leave this and go hike or do whatever we want. Oh, and I've had a friend make a stainless steel ring spacer to give me just a little more height in there. I could have done this without it, but this just makes it a little easier. So put that on, put the lid on. I have a thermometer to put in. I don't put it in the meat, I just stick it in the Smoky Joe, and it gives me an idea of what's happening inside. So off we go to the hike. It's just within walking distance of camp. It's the Meadowbrook self-guided trail. An easy hike. Anyone could do it. There's no climbing or anything difficult about it. Before you begin, though, you pass this amphitheater. I guess they set up and show some sorts of videos or something. I don't know what they use it for, but it's nice. So here we go. We're at the trailhead, Meadowbrook Trail. It's a nice trail with a lot of different directions to go, and that's what made it interesting. Plus, there were a lot of birds. Sounds wonderful back here. If you like trails, you'll like this one. I'm going to quit talking and just let you look and listen. How about that? Well, we really enjoyed this little trail. It was more fun than we thought it'd be. But meanwhile, back at camp, guess what? The smoker's going. The meat's cooking. Slow and steady, around 250 to 275 degrees. It's maintaining that heat and just doing its job. After about 4 hours, it's time to take it off and wrap it up. So I'm going to wrap it up nice and tight in the aluminum foil and put it back on to cook for another hour or so. We want it nice and tender. Just like that. Look at that smoker, it's still just smoking away. Okay, I think it's about done. Time to take it off and check it out. Here we go. Oh, it smells great. Nice and smoky. Look at this. You don't even need a knife. Fantastic. And we enjoyed a wonderful quiet evening and a beautiful sunset. Just relaxing and being out and just appreciating life itself. Isn't that beautiful? Well, good night, everyone. See you tomorrow. And that's about all for this trip. Thanks for coming along. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye now.